Alrighty, everybody. I think we are good to go. We're going to be on Foy here for the seasonal 49 versus 49 matchup between Syndicate and Circle. And let me go ahead and I think I just need to. Do I need to adjust the Circle logo a little bit? There we go. I think we're. Yeah. Okay, now I think we're good. Okay, we're on Foy Night, and what do we think of... Let me turn the brightness up, actually, real quick, everybody. Let's turn it up a little bit. It's not too dark. Nice settings, perfect. Okay, but with Foy, we think of truck snipes off the opening. But with Westbend, the Axis are definitely in favor to cap first. As far as the... just a pure location. It's right on the border. Their bodies get to head right over to the side. But we'll see if any truck snipes come on in. Here, off the opening. Trucks rolling forward for Circle. Down below. Don't hear any bloodshed just yet, buddies. Hova jumps out to get the first Garrison up just in case. It's always the... mystery at the beginning of a match when you're wondering which side is prepped what. Oh! I think that truck dodged it. I think they're okay. Oh, those snipes were close. Oh, man, those are so close. Oh, literally just a second off from that HE ricochet, or that AoE getting a good shot at it, but I think all the Circle blueberries, everybody did make it in. I don't see any CE coming in from anybody. Yeah, everybody made it in. Wow! Of course, on Westbend, you do have all the trees and stuff to coverage, but would expect maybe at least one truck snipe to make it, but nothing. Anyways, we're going to see full amount of pain here on Westbend. You have this concentrated hard cap where everybody's going to be stacking around the building for the most part. Artillery's going to be going off. Or not artillery, but... well, yes, artillery. Yeah. Artillery and bombing runs, strafing runs, all that kind of... just this little concentrated pocket where the Axis have defenses. And Syndicate will be dying a whole bunch amongst the trees. I'm trying to just hold this line here to make it up to Westbend. Now, over time, typically, we do see the Allies gain ground and able to push the Axis out of here. I don't think I've seen one Axis victory of Westbend just yet. As long as the Allies hold their ground, build up their firepower, they tend to have the better end of the stick. Take a look at the spread, though. Fourth point is Buzroy Foy Road, and then Foy up to the top. Garrison's all nice in place for Syndicate. Commanding today for Syndicate is PP's Water Park. Setting up that Garrison down there to the very southwest to make sure that all that's good. One medium Sherman down there, the recon vehicle. And this is the point where Syndicate is saying, okay, hey, well, we're going to lose this point first, so we'll just play for the recap. Play nice and conservative. Hold the line. And we'll see how the map develops. Luke decides to push the Stewie. Luke comes around the bend. Oh. Stewie crew. Stewie responds. And there, Stewie just makes a little flyby. Get up on the roof here. We got this. Okay, we'll just leave this part for a little bit. The Luke's gets taken care of. Nice map spread east to west. And no doubt we're going to see from Circle at least a whole bunch of beautiful MG42 action. No, for a second I thought those were body parts. I was thinking, what truck did I miss? And all this open field that characterized, or is a very Very blatant characteristic of Foy, that the infantry will try to push up, die, push up again, die. The players come into this with a mindset of, okay, hey, we're not expecting to gain any ground, really. We're going to look to just hold this for the most part. And when the time comes, hopefully we're able to gain hold this position over here at Westbend, push with a couple 76s, and then we'll go for it. We'll reallocate bodies from the far east. We have some to spare. We can give up some map control and make for a nice big push on Westbend if we need to. Infantry just tend to suffer. This is more of a tanker's dream to play this. Water jug. Here with the solo Greyhound. Oof. Gonna go here behind the haystack a little bit. Gonna shimmy on forward. Okay. Nice, tiny amount of protection. Long-range rocket. Oh, that's right. On PC side, we got to remember that there's going to be a lot of long-range rocket snipes coming on in, as opposed to the console scene where you never see that. And the PC side, teams will literally dedicate people to fire 700-plus meter rocket shots for a decent chunk of the game, knocking out OPs and garrisons, all that kind of stuff. Let's do a quick comparison off the opening, see what we have. Well, pretty even so far. And remember, the Allies are pushing towards that concentrated point of Westbend. So keep that in mind over the course of the match when we think about those infantry frags going back and forth. And we'll just see which side develops as far as the top fraggers go. Ah, the Springfield on Foy, man. Not many deep elevation, or a very high elevation parts to it, on the Allied side at least. Especially when the axes are that far back. But Sifu is making do with him. The battle for Westbend. You know, it's one of those things where I'm kind of curious what this will look like if we remove the fact that the bodies go away after a few moments. This would look absolutely horrid. Holding the ruined building. Let's see what the Axis have put up so far. Sometimes you do see them build some barricades just to space out the building a little bit more. Kind of extend the courtyard in a way, since this is such a concentrated area if they get pushed back. But so far they're doing a good job of pushing outward. This is one of the few matches where I do see the Axis able to at least offer them a little bit of breathing space here. Victor, Ted. The artillery, of course, will be an issue. That Greyhound was just taken care of. First heavies should be rolling in momentarily. First guitarist here on the MG. Just check something here real quick, everybody. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Killer gonna look to get up on top of the grain feeder. Oh, no! Shot in the process. Oh, that was worse guitarist, wasn't it? No, my bad. Eggs, Padetta transfer Twad out there to the left side. The line split's pretty even. No breakthroughs yet. We got a solid fight all around the map, everybody. First 76 coming down to the top, bottom left. We have the munitions and fuel nodes being built. And manpower. 2 sets of nodes, my bad. 2 sets of nodes, as opposed to other leagues, of course, where you can have 3 sets of nodes. This is just a little bit of mix-up that Seasonal is doing this year for their rule set. 2 sets of nodes instead of 3. Luke's gets destroyed. Everything looks nice and fine for the circle here. Syndicate is getting pushed back a little bit behind the trees. Just a smidgen. But the Jumbo's going to come up and be able to offer some HE support. Actually, won't be surprised if we see a Jumbo 75 with the amount of HE that they could use. Pretty sure this will be a Jumbo 76. We'll just double check. Yep, Jumbo 76. Okay. And we'll just put the bottom ticker up for a few moments. You can catch all your favorite buddies, see what they're doing in the top 10. Now, of course, Circle is going to have the option for a nice deep airhead play. One of the most common spots is right here, everybody. Right over there, or possibly we could see one down to the very far left just to be super conservative. But these trees are known to be the harbinger of so many different airheads over the... and backline garrisons as well. Have to see if Circle has that up their sleeve. Precision strikes will be ready in about 6 minutes. Syndicate still capping. This is pure sector right now. And Jumbo 76 has entered the arena here on Westbend. Let's go take a look at the Axis tank positions. No Tigers here yet. We do have a bunker built to the back. We have 2 P4s. Bunker of repair stations in it by chance? Yeah, there we go. I got 2 repair stations stuffed right inside. Perfect. Dekadu. Do have some movement over here to the back. We got 2 tank crew members from... We got 2 tank crew members from Circle. And God we trust. And Stalin Hanky from JG. Oh yeah, that's right. The EGIG may have folded some bodies over here, I think. Garrison's gonna go hot. They must have lost. They must have lost something. Eternal guns 1 down. Stalin Hanky trying to move up to the supplies at least. Is the Garrison still pinging? Oh, he did take out the Garrison. Okay, yeah. Supplies are still here though. Eternal's gonna push forward. Eternal. Eternal. Ah, see some. And jumps. Little jump of joy. Okay, let's go take a look over to the far right of the map, shall we? We'll zoom on over, see what we got going on. Got the medium 75, kitchen up top. Oh, that's not kitchen. That's Shichen. And then we have yellow London. I see NG42 spots. Got a nice couple repair stations and an AT gun ready to go. That's a big thing about foil, everybody. Gotta have those AT guns. You're gonna build tons of those suckers over the course of the match. You just gotta keep pumping them out. Each team, I believe, is allowed a max of 6. You want to just keep building as many as possible to have them available. And the Allies have gotten control over Southern Edge. They'll try to push out from here. But of course, I say push out, and it's really difficult because there's so much open field. It's not like a building on SMDM or SME where it's, okay, you have a nice base of cover. What's spread out from here? You spread out, you're in the open. Sometimes, though, you can win your gunfights against those open MGs, or those MGs that are monitoring the open field. Chocks here. Oh, that's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. You stick out like a sore thumb. And this is the tradition for commanders. Commander Hova from Circle, finding a nice little safe spot to monitor the map and everything that's going on. Great Garrison and OP network. Everything is intertwined. Syndicate is gaining a little bit of ground over here to the far east, but obviously way far away from Westbend. But at least maybe they'll be able to sneak somebody around here in a moment. Plant some mines, maybe a squad lead, although the backline for Westbend is almost non-existent, everybody. It's one of those few point layouts in Hell Let Loose where if you're planning on a little backline shenanigan, there ain't much there. I mean, the enemy would literally have to be not like blind in order for you to be able to get up a garrison on this very slim margin of land. That's why you shouldn't place your hopes on anything like that for Foy. '76 did take one shot. Yusuf back here. Looks like I'm going to build some repair stations here momentarily. Line's pretty still stable though, everybody. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this 49 versus 49 PC competitive matchup between Syndicate and the Circle here on Foy. So far, we've just seen one capture going to the Circle, as to be expected on Westbend. How it's so, I mean, can't get much more favorable than that for a point. Bomber run coming over here on the front line from the Circle commander. Looking to clean up some of the blueberries. Bomber run goes down below. Dabine, Dabine can't escape it. But the 76 will get tracked. The Axis armor playing a little bit farther back. We got the Tiger over here. Medium. Actually, okay, yeah, they spread out more than before. Medium to the right, medium to the west, and then a Tiger to the back, providing some nice overwatch. Oh, we do have a little spawn wave from Circle that snuck around. Oh, they're getting absolutely decimated. The OP right behind the tractor. It's just the bare minimum of coverage, everybody. Absolute bare minimum. One little tractor. Mr. Say's like, that'll do. We'll put it up. Oh, man. Yeah, but Syndicate's going to be all over this, it looks like. Counter bomber run coming in from Syndicate now. Going to be coming in right through the forest. Going to get Andy. Bootleg Raf. Great meme. And that's it. Okay. Do we have an Airhead? Sometimes commanders will pair the Airhead combo with the bombing run. No Airhead yet. No Peace Strikes. Peace Strikes are available. Just 2 minutes ago. Or a minute, 10 seconds ago. Where's Guitarist up there back in the grain field? Long-range rockets going off. Zane, Holtza. Genuine faux hammer. Hand pop. Everybody grinding the openness of Foy. Stormin' Mormon. There he is. I was looking for him. Stormin' Mormon and I go way back. Played some games on good old disclose competitive teams. Trying to go up against TN right there. Yeah, this is where the part where players will have the sort of pro and con of playing out here on the far east side, more quieter. Once again, you're not expected to gain too much ground. You really aren't. It's one of those things where you are totally fine with it sometimes, but then you're like, oh man, I kind of want a little taste of the action. And sometimes teams will allow certain people to switch up over the course of the match and maybe move on over to the other side. But this is the quieter part of Foy. Stormer Mormon just holding these angles. Notice his footwork. Some players, I mean, beyond competitive hell loose, to make sure their footwork is nice and fine, will, do dancing or tango, ballet, just to make sure that while they're holding their rifle in the steady position, they keep their footwork in a nice, even and coordinating movements. Helps them out over the course of the long duration of the game. Tian pushing up there a little bit. Dugout Barn, I think, was in control of the Allies for a little bit, but pretty quiet over here, everybody. Pretty quiet. Nobody snuck around. Do have a Garrison March. Oh, I wonder if something got snuck through. Maybe an Airhead, possibly. Genuine foe hammer. Everybody just grinding, man. I mean, this literally hasn't changed. I mean, maybe Southern Edge has probably been the most change. Besides that, though, you're just banging your head against the wall. Over here by Westbend is where the most intimacy is currently happening. Dabby Tank Killer. Throwing some more smoke. Or maybe nades. Not too sure what that was. I think it's grenades, yeah. Twad. This guy and that guy making their way forward now, too. Getting a little bit closer. Twad could have a baller of a satchel. Oh, no! Rocket gets close. Man, if you're able to sneak up here amongst all the chaos and put down a satchel like right there, man. The enemy's trying to rush forward. It could be a banger. It could be a nice bowl of bangers and mashes, they say. Great meme, 10. Panzer forward back there. Is Tiger still? Yeah, Tiger's still up here, everybody. Still got the double repair station inside the bunker. Lord Jax. Lady By. Gloomy Crust. Just waiting for the enemy to approach. Plus, I got that bunker there. Remember. Oof, artillery. Brutal. Artillery strike called in on Westbend. Recon vehicle over to the back. Supply truck rolling on forward. Garrison and OP network still looks absolutely rock solid. Let me go ahead and do this for right now. .76 moving up behind the building here. Slowly but surely. But they still got 2 heavies, everybody. Keep that in mind. I mean, Circle's playing nice and conservative with those. Just preventing the armor from really pushing up at all. They're not attacking. They're just preventing movement of the enemy. All different types of little armor strategies. Oh. Armor tanks a couple hits. 76 is back here. This 76 is going to POV this puppy. Pretty even on the frags. 495, 488. Got a few variation in some categories, but overall, really good game. And that's what you like to see out of a competitive Helios match. That's the best. You have a really good neck and neck. AT gun placed from the circle back there. Getting some shots on the jumbo. Oh, the jumbo. Cleans it on up. And 75 coming down to the bottom. AT gun gets taken care of, but hey, I'll put up AT guns all day long if it means I get to take out heavies. Oh, it's a double AT gun too. Perfect. That's what you need, everybody. For those of you that are watching that have upcoming FOI matches, you got to do that kind of stuff. Panther and a Tiger. Angling about here. You know, it's been a while since we've seen a Panther in competitive Helios. Oh, on the PC side at least. But since the game really isn't changing too much, you got to play around with the rules a little bit to keep things interesting. No doubt. Wix, hey Bali, your mom's mother, looked at that and went, oh, love to see you again. They jump inside and look at the interior for a little bit. Remember the good old days? Then Wix probably said to himself, glad to be back inside of you. Evolution pulls on forward. Goes behind the ruined building there, trying to reset the outpost. Oh, rocket! They're playing very delicate right now. They beat the Jumbo 76. Or they knocked out one of them, but then the territory to push up is very, very spicy as Syndicate AT players will no doubt be all over them if they try to rush. And the terrain doesn't really favor an armor rush, too. So they're just playing nice and conservative back there. Stacking up fuel. Data transfer, minimum KVOS. 76, 75, over to the east. Everything is still clear. Nothing in the back line. Oh, we do got a supply truck from PP's Water Park. Able to get on back there. Remember, everybody, though, the border is so thin. Now, he can plan instead for supply drops around 4th. That's what PP's Water Park could do. He could say, you know what? I don't really have any chance at getting anything around Westbend. It's just not possible. So I could at least take this time and get something up to the south northeast of Foy somewhere. Drop a couple boxes to then play for a quick 4th point cap. That could be also what he's thinking. We'll see. We'll see if we see any boxes dropped. However, the LX is Commander Hova. Commander versus Commander action. You know, we'll just go zoom on over there real quick and see. Oh, yeah, he got fragged. I think, yeah, he did. PP's Water Park did. You can always tell when they get fragged because the Commander symbol shows up as red down below to the bottom left, everybody. Just keep that in mind. Foam Hammer, Genuine. JT. All trying to make their way to the open. This is what I'm talking about. For those new players out there. Oh, yeah, JT. I mean, they're just grinding, man. All these players go into the match with the mindset of, okay, we'll give it a shot. This is going to suck. We'll do it for the team. We'll do it for the team. Bisper. Oh, no, Bispers. No! Everybody just hold them. Go ahead and do the little stream thing. Select. Okay, there we go. Minimum Kevas, Chwad, Rhine. Long range rockets. Whew, look at that beauty, man. I mean, the thing about Westbend is it's such a concentrated point, like I mentioned before, that it makes rocket sniper have a much higher degree of accuracy, I imagine. Tank rounds blasting down below. Jumbo fires one round. I think that was at the... What was that? Was that the... We'll stay here for a second, see if they're able to get the angle. Bunch of circle infantry get a little bit closer here, though. Nope. Okay, 76 backs up. I think the... Let's go check what that was. Is that the Panther? No, we have a Panzer IV right there. They got a bunch of repair stations around. Able to get all spick and span real quick. Ghost Dragon, Timsy, and Shane in this one. And back here we have the other tank crews. Heavies, once again, just playing nice and conservative. Wicks, hey Bali, your mom's mother. And then we have Lubbock's, or Lord Jack's, Gloomy Crust, and Lady Bye. And that's one thing I do see in the newer tank crews, as opposed to the veteran tank crews, is that they get a little bit anxious and they want to be part of the action. They want to make a big play, and they won't do this. They will literally rush up to the front line, try and make a splash, and then they'll get taken out. The enemy team will be like, "Oh, nice, no more tanks to worry about," and they'll push on forward. And a lot of times take the point back because tanks did not have any patience. Got to have patience with the tanker, and you can learn that from these guys over there. I mean, they've been in that position for 15 minutes or something like that. ET gun locations set up everywhere. Anything happening in the back line yet, ladies and gentlemen? No, nothing. Everything's sniffed out. Now, I thought maybe PP's Water Park was going to set that garrison up to the far, or drop the box up here maybe, and then just hang out. I mean, sometimes you get a good feeling. You say, you know what, I'll sacrifice the next 10 minutes or so and just chill here. See if we're able to capture the point, and that way we're ready to go on forth. Long range rocket! No, it's a little bit short. There we go. There's one in to the left. Pimpus, got you. Stormer Mormon gaining a little bit of ground over here. Now, it would be interesting if all of a sudden Syndicate dedicated some bodies, like a nice big little wave to make a breakthrough on the east side. Or maybe even just a tank. If they get like a Stewie or something to come over here and try to just disrupt the right side a little bit, see if they're able to sneak on through. That could be something. Or as we saw last night with Caverias using the recon tank with the SLs inside. It's always a good move too. Faber ends up the snowy field. Faber taking some shots. Stormer Mormon. Oh. Hand pop. Pimpus will spawn back in a dugout barn and continue the little duel fest over there. No peace strikes yet today, everybody. Waiting for the first ones. '76 repairing behind the building. This be a good spot for maybe a little Stuka action. Got a Panzer IV, a Lux. Nice solo Lux behind the building, just looking to help out the infantry a little bit. Not getting too aggressive with their position, but just as I say that, they begin to push up. So maybe never mind. Let's see what they end up doing here. Oh, okay, they're going to pause. Now, sometimes teams will use these tanks as just being a little bit of bait for the enemy. Looks like they're going to hold, though. Maybe trying to lure the 76 out a little bit. 76 is actually down to one crew member. I think they lost the other two. Oh, Davy. No, there goes the 76, man. Oh, little kickflip. Oh no, now they're exposed. The driver's trying to get back into coverage. Oh no. Oh. Trying to get. Okay, there they go. Oh man, that driver almost kickflipped himself into a double tap, which would have been unbelievably epic, but it did not happen. Take a look at a quick comparison. Still pretty even across the board, everybody. No crazy advantage yet for either side. Ted trying to come up forward. Maybe put down a proxy satchel in the building, knowing that he most likely won't get to the tank. There we go. Satchel placed on the door. Another Jumbo 76 just spawned in. Driver trying to find that safe spot. Ted jumping over to the side of it. Maybe trying to get the driver to bail. Ted trying to make a leap forward. You know, get some damage on the 76 at least. Satchel's going to go off here momentarily. Oh, no. Okay, did damage to Jumbo. Oh, they got to be careful again. Wee Wang and Cabbage. They got to be careful. The 76 did just flip before around this area. I mean, we've seen some nasty flips when it comes to tanks knocking out the friendly infantry when they come back around. Cabbage jumps goes. And we have Tommy over here to the left side. Trying to make some type of ground, but the line continues to duke it out, everybody. I mean, no real shift ever since the beginning. Just this has gone back and forth over here by Dugout Barn. No backline shenanigans from either side. Everything is all clear. Great job at perimeter security. Let's go take a look at the Axis tank positions. Got one Tiger crew here. Panther crew has pushed up, maybe? Yeah, okay. Panther over here to the left side. Repair station's gone. Or at least one of them. Ammo depot built. Axis tanks in a really strong position here. Precision strike called in. There we go. Heading on this 76. Now they got all the trees around. Keep that in mind. Let's see how this works out. Stuka's coming on in. Oh, man. Just over there to the right side. 76 is heavily damaged, however. An artillery round directly in the middle of it could clear it. And the Raspberries have making a breakthrough. 76 trying to hold them back. They need infantry support on the left, or this line will possibly fold. The Raspberries could take out this 76 with the help of a little bit of artillery. Could go a long way. Wee Wang and that guy jump out, but on the opposite side, there's Ted trying to place a satchel. Ted trying to get it on. And there we go. In the track, it's placed. And the jumbo will go ba-ba-ba-dooey here in just a moment, everybody. Raspberry's coming around the corner. And the jumbo is clapped. Satchel should go off. Yes, it does! Clears the Raspberries. So we have 4 infantry there for a heavy. You lost 4 pawns for a queen. If you want to do a little chess comparison. Bomber run called into Westbend to help offset that. Plenty of supplies dropped in the back line. Nice job there by Commander PP's Water Park. Making sure there are plenty of reserves available. Panzer IV. Coming on in. Now the outpost was pretty close. So the Raspberries just able to solidify that. See how this bombing run does? Oh, a little bit farther to the back. And it's coming at a nice little angle here. But literally going to be in between all the Raspberries. Alright, so Circle has gained some ground. Pushing on the south just a little bit. Just a tiny bit of ground, everybody. Not that much. Just a little bit. Interesting. Data transfer. Minimum K-bombs just holding this. And this is where other parts of the map start looking at Westbend and go, hey, you guys, we need some help over there. What exactly is going on? Although there's just a little bit of ground lost. It's going to take a while to gain it back. We have 1 Jumbo 76 by Bizroy. Tank Commander running back over to it. Something happened over here. Or maybe it was parked. Just parked and waiting to be used. Maybe. Ironically, Westbend does flicker there for a second. And that's one of those things where Circle can look at the map and go, hey, you know what? We're able to clear a good chunk. We could temporarily allocate some bodies out if we need to. Eggs trying, man, but look at these MG positions. Worst guitarist. Taking a second to reload. Maybe bandage as well. A nice open landscape for the MGs. Panzer IV up to the right. Oh, takes a shot to the right. Right hip, it looked like. No medical doctor. Blood continues to pour out of Worst Guitarist, but he's soldiering on. Oh. Terrible. Okay, front line of Westbend still hold him for Syndicate. They just lost that tiny little chunk. Just a little bit. One Tiger still playing back at reserve, just in case. Offer some support to the infantry on the other side. Panther has moved up just a little bit. Panzer IV over here behind the building. That's all that 40 minutes of grinding or so took to take this building. That's what you got to do on Foy. Just to get up to here. Now the blueberries, of course, spreading out amongst the trees. Everybody finding their tree of choice. Allied armor cruiser, we have 175 over there to the bottom left. We have a Stewie rolling on forward, 76 right there. Sitting at 580 fuel right now. Supply truck from PP's Water Park trying to give that another go. The infantry are dead, may be able to sneak by. A little bit of blueberry movement up towards the border. Just a smidgen, everybody. Just a very, very, very small amount. There's a supply truck. PP's Water Park. Another beautiful starry night. Coming around the board. And this is where you could possibly drop a box somewhere up here. Oh, 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 oh. Just as reserve, and the commander could have a couple options. You could drop a box, drive the supply truck away, and try to hide for just a little while, taking some shots. Yeah, now the raspberries will try to chase him down. I mean, once again, your players are going to hear that engine. They're going to be looking for backline plays like this. PP's Water Park now is just to try to lose him. Oh, it's a beautiful view. Almost could play some Willie Nelson on the road again to this. And I mean, to be honest, I don't see PP's Water Park being able to do much with that, but we'll go back up to the front line. Panther and Panzer IV have pushed forward a little bit. Help out the infantry. But they can't really push through the trees unless the driver wants to risk getting stuck or possibly doing a little flipperooski. No peace strike yet from the Commander PP's Water Park. Still has that in his back pocket. Oops, gets popped. And then, trust me, I mean, tankers in that situation know that they're just there to maybe wipe out a couple blueberries, but that's about it. They don't expect to live that long. And if anything, they can act as a little bit of a extra radar symbol. Or, well, or at least a detection unit to see what enemy tanks are out there. BD-75 rolls forward. PP's Water Park drops a box around Cobra Factory up there. Aerodrift gets out, along with Queen Squad. Check everything. PP's Water Park. Okay, let's go. He's gonna get annihilated, I have to imagine. PP's Water Park. Oh, buddy. He's got about maybe, I would say, under 60 seconds of life left. He's going to mark that tank, perhaps calling a peace strike. With the few seconds he has. Peace strike. Peace strike. Patrick's around the corner. No! Shoots him right in the head. No peace strike. I mean, he may have been dialing it in and trying to get the logo to be placed on the map. Trying to angle it just right, and then Patrick just comes up, pops him. But the supply truck, everything obviously taken care of. We do have one box, or 100 supplies over there, and then the supplies by Cobra have been dismantled. Nothing else in the back line. No, I'm surprised that Circle hasn't tried a Airhead attempt, even like back here by Forest Outskirts. Just one. But of course, every commander has their own style. Robo. David. Rocket. Oh, gets one blueberry. From Grim. I got a Panzer IV coming down the main road. It's that branch, a little bit funky, but they're okay. Bombing run coming over to the front line. Looks like it'll get a couple blueberries. 75 is pushed up a little bit, maybe to crash this building. Another 75 down to the bottom, and the bombing run's going to go through, unfortunately. May get King Squad. Tommy, let's take a look. King. Yes, does get King. That's why I always say the competitive average for bombing runs, man, it's going to be 3. Just every commander hopes for at least 3. For those of you just joining me, I am your host this morning, Smithers, for this competitive PC event. 49 versus 49 seasonal matchup between Syndicate and the Circle. Here on Foy, so far we have seen one capture going to the Axis. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. If you have any questions, go pop them in chat. And if you're interested in competitive Halo Loose and want to learn more about it, you can join the Discord on my profile page or in the video description. Streaming the other side is Havoc from Circle. I think he's on Twitch. Pretty sure he's on Twitch. But if you type in Havoc, H-A-V-O-C on Twitch, you should be able to find him streaming Circle versus Syndicate if you want to see his perspective as well. Grenades falling right in front. Maybe. Or it could have been smoke. Takata. Coming up to the building as a squad lead. Inspects. Here's a conveyor. Man. Gets a... Gonna jump through. Around the side. Oh, no! More raspberries reinforcements, and Circle could have a little chance to push here. However, Syndicate has brought up a Jumbo 76. I have a feeling this is going to be static for a long time until tankers feel confident for one side or the other making a push. We do have a recon tank. Mick has made his way over. Prep squad has snuck around the side. Okay, there's the first little leak through. I'm guessing Mick dropped off prep squad. And now we could see a Garrison. We should see a Garrison being placed by prep. TM. Should be able to plop one of those down to the bottom right. And leak on some bodies for the Circle over towards Bizroy. Most likely gonna try. I mean, they have room. I mean, they could dismantle this Garrison up here if they want to. It could be a spare one, but to get a Garrison over here and then possibly leapfrog another one to the left side. Yep, there's the Garrison going up for the Circle. And let's go see what Mick is able to do with the recon tank. Mick, a very experienced tanker and hella loose. Mick looking out. Doesn't see anything. Checking out for Garrisons, most likely. Got the... Oh. Round comes in. Oh, somebody spotted him. He's going to try to get out of here, but I think he's in first gear. He's been tracked. Oh, no. Oh, poor Mick. Yeah, there's nothing he can really do. Another round to the back. Man, what are they... Okay. Down goes Mick. But the mission was successful. Dropped out the SL over there to the far east. Got one blue raspberry. Turk attack helicopter BR. Moving on forward. Mick was able to at least pump a few rounds to the back of the 76, damage him a little. Davy able to dismantle the Garrison right there with a couple tanks and some raspberries around. Not too shabby, buddy. Garrison most likely will get replaced here momentarily, but still, little victories like that can go a long way. Commander Hova finding a nice safe spot in the building. Absolutely motionless. Just looking at the map. Nice insulated building. Most likely has an espresso coming up for him here in just a moment. Just a quick peek out the window. And goes back. Just to make it look like he's working. And the backline Garrison is up. But it looks like Syndicate's going to sniff this one out. No markers have... I mean, well, I don't see the command chat markers, but... Don't see anything yet. You would like to see maybe one SL come off of this, go all the way down to the bottom, and try to just work their way through between the 9 and 10 grid. Do a quick flyover. Nice crossfire MG position here from Jichen. All quiet on the battlefield, everybody. Well, as far as big changes in map control goes. This is a nice little grind fest on fire. Let's go check out the stats, see if anything has really changed too much. No, I mean, this is... Look at that. 1260 to 1275. Can't ask for much more. Both these teams would make... don't know what their scrimmage history is, but talk about a team to get a good scrimmage on in with. It's all in practice. Jichen coming in as number 1 in the fragger, but so far only 3 out of the top 10 are from Syndicate. Wait, where's Qatar's though? Oh, okay, yeah. Stormer Mormon over here. Yeah, pretty close. Stormer Mormon maybe checking out the instruction manual for the tractor and how to get it to start. Maybe interested in purchasing it. Yeah. Just chilling. The raspberries to the bottom right. We just have a few that made it through. We got a sniper and Mick with AT. The last survivors. But it looks like they're being pinged out by the banana berries. I think they found them. Pretty sure. We got one left. Mick is dead. We're down to the sniper. Gotta live out a little bit of life here in the back line. Elendil. Or it could be Elendil if he's going for a Lord of the Rings vibe. Depending. You know, some players they wanna be the Legolas of Helios, man. Gonna go up to the supply box. Use it a little bit of cover. Now, some commanders will drop a whole bunch of supply boxes in the back line to act as a... Oh, Stuka's coming on in. No, and it nails a 75. Alrighty. Axis Commander will go 1 for 2 on Stuka's today. We gotta have one more left, though, with about 3 minutes left to come. Don't think we've seen one LIP strike from PP's Water Park. Really nice opportunity, though, because these tanks for the Axis are right on the map edge. And they'll have almost zero time to react. Those P-47s would come in from this angle right there. But PP's Water Park saving the munitions, at least for the moment. 950 fuel, 421 manpower, and 735 munitions. Another 76 spawned in. Down to the bottom left. So they did lose that 76 over here. They lost a 75. Axis with some armor advantage, but of course the ability to use that is slim to none because of the terrain. Where's Guitarist? Tiger providing overwatch to the rears. Gets one round on the jumbo. They're going to try to get out of this. Oh! Trying to get behind the room building. No repair stations here. They could have been destroyed. They had to repair by themselves. Wee Yang. Cabbage. Jump out. MG42 rounds buzz on in from Robo out there to the distance. Oh, and the jumbo gets clapped from the rears. Maybe? Or is it the Tiger? Oh, Panzer IV, I think, right here. Yeah, Panzer IV's right there. Okay. Oh, Bimpus hasn't kicked him out of his squad yet. Panzer IV. Taking some shots. And down they go in the open field. Recon vehicle and Mick all sneaking by once again. Where's Mick going? Mick is all the way back here by Bizroy. Sherman 75 takes a round to the right. Oof, long-range rocket. Oh, 75 gets clapped. Oh, they got 3 repair stations right here as well. Here comes the Puma. Mick did not hear the Stewie, but the Puma should be able to destroy all 3 of those repair stations. Nope, Mick's going to keep going. They took out the Garrison, though. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Takes them all out. Beautiful. Artillery strike called in on Westbend. Peace strike. There we go. First peace strike of the game, and it will be the only peace strike for the Allies. Let's go take a look, everybody. It's coming in from north to south. Oh, no. The Panther is long retreated. Oh, no. Yeah. Nobody's going to be home for that puppy. It does take out a repair station, I think. Yeah, it did. Oh, yeah. Panther long retreated. Oh, that sucks. When you're commanding, you think you got a full mark, or a really good mark, and the tank crew just is nowhere around. Wick's jumping out. Gonna put down a repair station real quick. Oh, redeploys. Valley begins hammering right down below. And the Panther will. No, it doesn't look like they took any damage, but maybe they did. Or they're just building it just for reserves. Oh, ammo. Okay, ammo depot. Okay. I always forget about that. And they'll begin refilling here on the front line. Recon plane going up above. Backline looks all good to go. Commander PP's water jet park over here to the back. Checking everything out. No backline shenanigans from either side. I mean, that was a good attempt. Thinking Circle could have used or put the SL to go around a little bit farther down to the south and just go off that Garrison, just go straight south and then try to work their way around and possibly get up here on the border. I mean, it would have been open field, no doubt, for the Garrison, but should be able to get at least one spawn wave off. I'm more the conservative nature for my backline players. I take all the time in the world. Reese getting a rocket in on the Allied tank right there. Reese trying to get some track shots. once again, everybody, if you're just joining me, we haven't seen too much movement here. We do have an SL in the recon tank. Stormer Mormon has jumped on into the Greyhound over here on the far map edge, but George Squad, they're hunting him down, man. It's one of those things throughout this open snowy fields. It's not that difficult to, they sort of stick out like a sore thumb. It's going to be marked. Now the question is, oh! Greyhound! Patrick, let's see if his aim true. A little bit short. A bit short to the right. Greyhound's going to keep going. Do you have the Lukes that's spinning around? No, the Lukes is going to be on him.
I'm gonna get you in the corner of D5.
No! Oh no! Oh! There will be nobody going in the corner of D5. Yeah, backline patrols, man. Look at all these bodies they got on four. I mean, we have... Oh, not too many. We do have two. Tokugawa. Aerodrift. Airhead plane? Yep, there we go. There it is. In the bottom right-hand corner of Forest Outskirts, we have our first airhead of the matchup. Tekadu. Airhead to the bottom right. We have a spawn, blueberry spawn over here. Looks like they're going to be checking out. And the tricky thing about the airhead play, everybody, is that once it gets past the treetops, it's really hard to figure out. As opposed to the open ground, where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can run up to it with, you know, a few seconds left remaining. I can still get a good eye on it. But here, the airhead does land. Blueberries are going to be patrolling around, but Circle should definitely get at least one spawn wave off of that. Genuine. Pistol out, ready to go, looking for the airhead himself. Sets up the MG. Oh, we got a big blueberry spawn wave actually back here. Bisper, Freak Fighter. Into the trees they go. On the hunt. But Circle, well, yeah, I mean, now the question is how many bodies do they commit to this? Big spawn wave. Oh, counter airhead from Syndicate on the hard cap of Westbend. Bisper. Okay, it's been marked. Okay, pretty good marker. Now, how many bodies will Circle send here? Oh, just one. Oh, just TN. Okay, just one. Bisper. Guns him down. And they'll push on towards that airhead and most likely just, yeah, they should be able to take it out. We'll go check out Westbend's airhead, though. It's a bombing run airhead combo. See if we can get over there in time. Here comes a bombing run. Whoa, it gets all three of them. But the airhead has been taken out. Oh, the airhead landed before the bombing run did. All three SLs eliminated, but they were able to toss some grenades at it and take it out. Another bombing run from Circle on the front line. Minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Let's go take a look at the stats. 1605 to 1553, slightly favoring the Axis. Artillery at 201, 173. Oh, down goes another. Oh, looks like a 75 did get stuck in the trench right here. Trying to back out, but another one. And the blueberries gotta. I mean, they gotta just gotta maximize AT, and they should be able to offset it. G10. The airhead and the back line was cleaned up. Yeah, nobody made it off. Okay. That's where you want to drop it, though. And it's a nice little dense area where the infantry have the just biggest opportunity to survive. Sifu, trying to get some elevation. .75. Destroyed behind the ruined building. Medium pushing on forward. I mean, the Syndicate infantry, granted, I mean, the terrain favors them for the defense. But they've been able to hold their ground despite everything. For the most part, Raspberry infantry been able to... starting to make their way through a little bit. And Walsh doing some coverage behind the tree while all the artillery strikes go off in front of him. Going to try to push wipe these outposts. Wee way. Under 8 minutes left to go. Cap progress on... Oh, we got a little bit of breakthrough from Southern Edge over here. I think Syndicate has dedicated some more bodies over here to Westbend, just pulling as many they possibly can to rush on forward, given that there's under 8 minutes left to go. They've pretty much given up Southern Edge, and they've resorting to a skeleton crew back here on the defense. We got Mick Jr. running around with the recon tank. Panther crew here. Cleaning up the infantry little by little. We'll take a look at Bizroy. Yeah, I mean, the infantry just banging their head against the wall, man. Like, there's... You got these tanks that are front-facing you, so the rockets are not really useful. Petard, Owens, Tien, get here into the hard cap. Petard. Medium 75. Recon tank. progress still coming in, under 6 minutes left to go. Spawn still up there for Syndicate. The Raspberry Wave gaining a little bit. I mean, yeah, there's not much getting actually. Syndicate able to hold their ground still. Tanks over here. The medium 75 rolling around the front line, trying to find the enemy spawns. These Raspberries in the hard cat winning their gunfights, though. Got a Greyhound. Al Capone. Water jug. Garrison save wave works their way back, and yeah, now Syndicate. Unfortunately, they're going to lose that entire front line over there to the west. Panzer IV makes her way forward, mopping up any last resistance. Still got a wave. They did get another Garrison. Okay, got a Garrison set up down here to the southeast. Big wave comes on in, looking to hold this ground. No backline shenanigans. Got a half track on its way from Mick Jr. Airhead plane called in. This will be landing to the south of Viceroy Road. Devine. MG42 rounds buzzing by. 4 minutes left to go. Syndicate holding strong here. I think all their armor. We have one tank coming up the middle of the road. Panzer IV over back to the back, patrolling around, looking for anything to intercept. Panther crew's going to push up to the front line. Airhead did go live, but it looks like we got a blueberry over on top of it. Should be just fine here. Yep, okay. Airhead's taken out. Kachu. That's cleaned up. And Syndicate will be all good on Bizroy. Panther's going to roll on through. See how many rockets they get hit with. One to the back. Take out the Garrison. They're in the thick of it. But they did get the Garrison. And plus, by this point, they, with the map position, map control, Syndicate, or Circle is playing with house money for the most part. They got to feel really confident. Reinforce has been dropped. Commander Hovog running up to the hard cap, feeling really good about the situation. And hey, this is the first time I've seen in a long time where the Axis have been able to hold on to Westbend. Really, really good. Really, really good defense. Most of the time I see the Allies, or the Axis, get pushed back a little bit farther towards the hard cap. But here, with the MG flank suppression, the Raspberry spreading out, and not allowing themselves to be bottled up inside the hard cap, they were able to come out here with the should-be victory with 20 seconds left to go. Defensive airhead is... Or no, offensive airhead is falling out Westbend. Very good game, though, by both teams. I mean, it was a grind, as we could see here in the stats. I think the Axis had gained a little bit of the edge towards the end there with the defensive callback and the Garrison Blueberries being jumped or bunched on up and everything for that last push. But overall, extremely good matchup. Just the Axis able to hold their ground and come out with the... They had the armor... Pretty sure they won the armor game. Yeah, 275 to 168. Coming out with the big advantage on armor here tonight on Foy, which was what you need. You need that on Foy. If your armor gets smoked on Foy, man, then the tanks can roll up and blast these concentrated areas, and it's GG. But in this case, the Panthers and the Tigers, Panzer IV, Luke's backline Puma shenanigans, all came together. Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me for this seasonal matchup between the Circle and Syndicate here on Foy, with Westbend as a middle point. One cap. That's all we saw over the course of the game. But it was a very solid back and forth with plenty of blows exchanged back and forth here on this road and that by that building. And Circle will take home the 3-2 victory for this. I forgot which round we're in, but it's round 3, I think. Round 2 or 3. Sometimes forget between all the leagues where we're at in the game progression. But yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button before you take off. I'm going to have a stream montage later today, starting at around around 3 p.m. Eastern or something like that, until about 9:30. We should be going. It should be a long day full of good Helios. Be a mix of console and PC, ending tonight with Vanguardia versus Legion Condor. I think we're playing Utah Chapel. Pretty sure that's a point layout for that's the Tornado Libertados League. Probably said that wrong. Probably butchered that. We'll give commends to Commander's PP Water Park. And that will be it for this one. Once again, Circle taking home the 3-2 victory here on Foy over Syndicate for the seasonal matchup. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, buddy.